Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's Charter Fishing Fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and that gentleman right over there is the one and only. There is no other. Al, the Hitman Holden, in the booth here live at the Varsity Club on Outer Points Productions. And I did it again, Al.
Yeah, that's
we still have the split player spot. Well, you know what? Okay, let's treat this as... Instead of an accident, it's an opportunity. Right. I'm going to give a shout-out to... So Shawn Hana just did a player spotlight, but I want to give a shout-out to Todd Holzer right there from On the Hill Billiards up in Mosinee, because if it wasn't for Todd, Shawn wouldn't be here. So Todd and I have been communicating back and forth, doing a couple of things. He's going to do a qualifier at his pool hall and everything for the Knockout Challenge. So shout-out to Todd. So anyway, this is round 1. Match number 5 of the Knockout Challenge 3.0.
There we go.
It's fantastic. So,
it's amazing.
Again, if you hadn't noticed the lineup for today, it is Gray, Siech, and Shawn Hana out of retirement.
Yeah.
After, well, okay, let's say a time off, if you will. From pool for a little while, and this is going to be a really good match.
Yeah, I expect this to be a very good match. I'm hoping and I'm sure a lot of our viewers will as well, that this is going to go hill because this is 2 great players, and I expect to see a really great match here.
This is going to be a battle, and I've got my finger on the instant replay button already, and we haven't even started yet. Yeah. I might even do an instant replay on the lag.
There you go.
You know, it might be that good.
It might be that close. Yep. These guys practice their games all the time, and that's, I mean, when you're a 600, 650 player, I mean, you're playing all the time and trying to advance your game, and I mean, getting in a tournament forecast or tournament format, excuse me, and a match setting, one of the things you always want to do is be able to control, who ends up breaking that last game if you go hill.
Oh, no doubt.
And that's, and that all comes down to the lag. So, I mean, it's going to be a great match either way. So, what are we hoping for?
It's got to be. I don't know. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be rotation.
Yeah.
So either one of the two. So
yeah, I prefer 10 ball, just because you have a 10 ball rack breaks so much differently than a 9 ball.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Yeah, but I like the chess play when it comes to 8 ball.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody, it's a rainy day. It's a perfect afternoon for some good pool. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I cannot wait, and we're going to get into that in a little bit, but when you see the player spotlight of both of these guys, they're a little bit lengthy, but it is so well worth it. So stay tuned for that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, you know the drill. We are going to get the players to lag. Al's going to do his thing. Talk to you fine folks while I'm out there with the players. And let's get this party started.
All right. So, Bill's going to step out here. These guys are going to lag for the break. And we'll get going from there. Let's see who's all in the chat here today. Let's see. Okay, so Andy Kuntz first in today. Kevin, or John Klein. Nice try, John. It's he tried to get there, but a little late. Fred Renner in the house. Hey, Fred. Jim Thorne. Good afternoon, fellas. As always, thank you for the stream and spending some time, your time doing this. Yeah, Jim, we would not we love watching pool, and for me, if I'm not playing pool, watching pool is one of the next best things to do. So, glad to be here and give you some mediocre commentary as always. We're hoping this is going to be a great match. Todd Holzer in the house. Go get him, Shawn. So, here we go. All right. And I didn't get it up there, but my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dale. I was talking to everybody in the chat and seeing who was here, and I forgot to zoom in on the wheel there. I apologize.
Yeah, no worries.
Got one job to do and can't do that. So, of course, my wife would tell you about the same thing. So.
Yeah, no surprise there.
And speaking of wives,
No
in the house,
Well-
the better, more important part of the Cheddar family,
Mrs. Cheddar.
Mrs. Cheddar in the house.
Mrs. Cheddar is here today.
I think she's seen some of the stuff going on, especially with the last couple of matches, and I think she wants to keep an eye on you. I think that's what's going on.
I wouldn't be surprised at that at all. All right, so we did spin 9 ball, so it is going to be a race to 11. I don't know if Al already told you that.
Nope, not yet, but that's all right. Here we go. Good to go.
All right, fire away, gentlemen. They have decided that they are going to use the wooden rack your own. Instead of the magic rack, it is BCA rules, no 9-ball breaks.
Okay.
And no 3 foul.
Ooh, okay. So you can basically...
Good old straight 9-ball.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody's doing well this afternoon on this rainy, cloudy, overcast, crap kind of weather day. But we got a storm brewing here inside the varsity club, too. I can hear the thunder and lightning already. Well, you can't hear lightning, but you can hear the thunder.
Yeah.
What do we got going on in the chat, Al? Who was first today?
It was Mr.
Andy Kuntz.
Sponsor of
Wisconsin Pool Players Society, or owner of Wisconsin Pool Players Society, and sponsor of Outer Points Productions.
Yes.
And even more fun, him and his wife Bobby Jo and their daughter were working on the Outer Points Productions shirts for the one that says "I love my Outer Points."
And productions on the back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I can't wait to see them.
And I like that you talked about having shirts for men as well as women. That was
you know what?
I think it's gonna be. We all have Outer Points. Let's face it. I mean, it's
If not, I apologize for the horrible accident that you may have been in. But
yeah, okay.
Yeah, we do. I mean, some of us have 3 of them.
Yeah, well,
if you remember, wasn't that,
that was
Seinfeld or a Friends episode or something like that?
Yeah, it was
Chandler,
Friends. Yeah. And he had it removed. He said that's
right
in one episode. So anyway, now that we're talking about pool again,
so John Klein. To answer your comment there, you thought it was at 7 o'clock. That was because this was supposed to be Wednesday's match. Gray and basically his whole entire family ended up with the flu. So we had to reschedule, and it happened to be today at 3 o'clock. So That's why we're starting now. What's going on, Fred Renner? Hey, we were just talking about, Al and I were talking about if you're interested in some more business, I think we should put your label and everything on the stream. We'll talk about this privately.
And
sponsor the stream, and we'll get you some more salsa made.
And if you really want to get some more business, you should maybe send some our way so we can pass it around and let people know what it tastes like and everything else.
Oh, sure.
And,
that's a good idea.
Maybe get some for ourselves as well, though. So.
All right, rack number 1 going to Mr. Gray Siech.
First break and run of the set. So
that's a really good start.
Yeah.
All right, with that being said, while Gray is racking, let's do our very first sponsor spotlight, shall we? That is, of course, the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, better known as WIBHOF in the great state. It is Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame is a non-profit organization that recognizes and honors the individuals who have made a profound impact in billiards through exemplary talents, dedication, and their own contributions to the sport of our state. We work to preserve the history of these individuals and act as a foundation of support. So thank you, John Kramer. John Kramer has also committed to each one of the Knockout Challenge is a 5-year membership for the winner and a personalized shirt for each one of the winners.
Wow.
So, I think I'm going to chat with him about doing something for the juniors as well.
And we've seen some of the shirts, and
those are actually those are the ones that I ordered from on board.
Oh, and they're getting shirts as well from the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Wonderful. That's great. Larry Dasso in the comments says liked and shared. Good luck, Shawn.
Please do that.
And I don't know, Taylor Siech, is that a wife or a sister or a family member of some kind? I'm assuming. Says, let's go Gray. So, nice table run.
Taylor, actually talking with Gray earlier before the match in his player spotlight, he did say it actually has to, I'm assuming it has to be his wife because their children are 1 and 4, I believe, if I remember correctly. So I'm assuming that's not their Facebook, their profile, their YouTube handle.
Wow.
A little early for these days. You never know.
Well,
Tom Bono says 1 down, 10 to go.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Taylor said it's
the wife.
She is his wife. Mm-hmm.
Larry said they're liked and shared, so that's a good thing for everybody to think about doing here. That's how we get more people into the stream here. Dale gets his word of the stream out, and
more subscribers. No doubt.
Right. So if you have family members, say the Siech children, maybe.
Yeah, create a YouTube account.
Think about create a YouTube account for them and like and share and subscribe and
sure. Let's get to 1,000.
Take your go get your parents' phones or tablets or whatever they have. And if they don't have one, make one for them as well.
Yeah, just don't tell them.
No, just on the down low. So.
All right, Shawn probably playing a lockup safe or trying to, and does. Yep. So, yeah. Gray is going to have to go airborne over the 9 ball. Yep. Andy Kuntz, like and share. Do it. Farmer Dave. All right, who's Farmer Dave here? Let's go Gray. This is Dave, former co-worker at WFM. Help me out, Dave. What's WFM? Wisconsin Farmers. I don't know what M would stand for.
Mm-hmm. Machine, maybe? Farm machine?
What's going on, Jim Horn? Wow, great shot.
Yeah. Oh, Whole Foods Market. Whole Foods Market for great jump shot there, by the way. Whole Foods Market, Farmer Dave says. WFM.
All right, I'm going to try this.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try it. Let's see if it works. It didn't work. Never mind.
Yeah.
Good times.
Andy Kuhn says 882 subscribers so far.
That leaves us with 118 to go before Little Cheddar gets a tattoo. That's a really good save by Gray.
Maya Hoekstra says, great jump shot, Gray.
What's going on, Maya? I'll tell you what, Andy. Once we hit that 900 mark, I'm going to probably start sweating a little bit. Actually, I know I am. And then I got to deal with Vincent Didio out of the booth. You know, that's even harder yet.
Nice try there.
Yeah, and now the angle that Gray is looking for is that 4 to break out the 6.5. So he could put this in the middle of the table and allow himself like a 2-rail, you know, if he chooses to try and break him up, or I don't know if there's really much of a good safe there.
Well, I almost like this, taking 2 shots at it. I'd like putting the cue ball about right where he's got it and
Draw it
into the 5.
Sure.
You might get locked up behind the 5 if you come straight up. But,
highly unlikely, though.
But if you hit this good, you got a shot. If not, you got another shot off the 4. So.
That's a good idea, Al. Yeah, I like that idea.
I think so. That's what I think he's doing as well.
Oh no! Gray is actually laughing at himself right now.
You know, I do that. I've done that a lot when I play draw shots. Is you raise on that last stroke, you raise up on your
backhand,
your backhand, and the tip
goes down,
tips, and all the time. I've done that. Yeah, right when it goes right in the hole. That's amazing. Yeah. Did you see that Andy said, look at your text?
Oh, okay.
All right. So now Shawn's going to try and figure out how to get on this 5 as well. Don't think he wants to do the same thing that Gray did there, so. Problem is coming across the other side to get a good angle on that 4. Inside. Oh, got the break. Oh, and what did I say before? He went 3 rails. Yeah. He went 3 rails and ended up coming out. Got the break, but got no shot on the 4.
All right.
But
yikes.
But this isn't too bad. You can still kick 1 rail at this. And
yeah, that 4 is pretty deep.
That's. Oh, I think he's going to be good. If he can make contact, he's probably going to make this ball.
Oh my gosh!
That's
double foul.
That's 2 now. Yeah. Yeah.
Farmer Dave just said he subscribed. You got a tattoo picked out? Andy says, yeah, canvas from the.
Yeah.
What's going on, Jamie Caston? Minus the jump shot.
Right.
Well, Gray still has to find a pocket for this. He's going to play the combo.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Well, he did. He came up short of the 7, so he doesn't have to bridge over the 7, so that's a good thing. And it's pretty well wired, so all you got to do is hit this like you're going to make the 5, and he should make the 6. anywhere on the middle of the table should be good for. Oh, I didn't see him playing that much spin on that. He's all right.
Yeah, just
Plenty of room.
stop shot or pull it back a little bit. Play the 7 in the side.
Oh, all right. He came out.
Fortunate,
all right.
yeah, fortunate little rub there.
Little rub on the 7. It's all right. But he's got angle to just slide over a little bit. You just play a stop shot even. You slide just a hair. And there you go. A little simple there.
All right, should be 2-0 in favor of Gray very shortly. So with that being said, let's do another sponsor spotlight. And how about John Co Express? That is Jeff Hefter and Maggie Hefter from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. John Co Express provides expedited shipping of packages in Wisconsin and surrounding states. Same day pickup, same day delivery. Call them now locally at 920-921-9191.
Mr. Hefter is a very good guy.
Big advocate for pool.
Yes, he is. He's loves pool and loves to do anything to do with pool. When he's not working, he loves to play pool. Well, he's not spending time with his wife, of course.
Right.
But that's most of us, I guess.
Indeed. Did he get a window on that? Oh, I guess we'll have to find out once let's probably move the camera over there.
Sponsor spotlight.
Probably help a little bit.
And
I want to make sure they got the number.
And this is how the break turned out.
Right.
Not that you saw the break. But,
Sure.
looks like he's got it.
Has he got a window through there?
I don't know if he can make it. I think he's going to hit the left side of the one ball there. I don't know if he can, unless he. He's not going to get a jump cue. So probably just trying to. I mean, it's the 4s or the 2 balls up table there, so it just should be rolling up, I would think. Oh, well, that's what happens when you have to hit a touch shot like that.
No doubt.
On the rail. And well, Shawn's got a chance now. Everything's pretty well wide open. What's that old saying? The 2 toughest games to win?
First and last.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
Nice little in and out there. A little steep here on the 3. I should be okay just to pop off the rail a little bit. A little bit of draw maybe. A little stun shot. Oh, decided to go crossed. Both Farmer Dave and Taylor saying, way to go, Gray. So, nice shot there. I got a little, I still got a little angle to come out. I'll probably play the 7 in the side. I think I would anyway.
Yeah, come around the 9 and play the 7 in the same pocket.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and come back out, play the 8 in the side, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Good shot, good speed.
Stay off the rail.
Very controlled.
Yeah. This isn't too tough though. 2-1.
Well, Shawn Hana opening his account. And with that being said, let's move on over to one of the really,
I bet we're going to have another players or a
exciting sponsor spotlight. This is really well thought out by Kevin Dorn. So pay really close attention to this because it is Lynn Dorn. It's Lynn Catherine painting and staining. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, they went all out and well thought out, creative.
Yeah.
Very creative description for their company.
Yeah. It's right to the point, though.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's so eloquent and so it's like a
it's understated, but just enough.
yes. I agree.
Just enough.
It's poetry.
Yes.
It's a thing of beauty. Thanks, Kevin and Lynn. Mhm.
Kevin and Lynn, they're both beautiful people. We love them.
Have you met Kevin?
I've met Kevin. Yes,
Okay,
I have.
just checking.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not talking about looks-wise, but they're great people. So I'll put it that way. How's that? Better than beautiful people. I know Lynn is. Come on, no.
That is very true. Very true.
So
I love them both.
I don't think I've ever met Lynn, but I'm pretty sure she's a beautiful person.
Love them both.
Yes.
You betcha.
She's got to be to put up with Kevin.
Oh, no, don't. All right, Shawn coming up dry. Bringing Gray back to the table with basically nothing to shoot at here other than he could play a kick safe if he so chooses. I don't think it would be that horrible because a 7 could be a blocker.
Yeah. Yeah, you catch the left side of the 1 ball there. You should probably end up calling it safe, right? Even behind the 7, but you got plenty of balls down table to get behind too. So,
good afternoon, Mr. Pete Beshta. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for liking and sharing. If that's a really good. Oh, holy cow! We already got 20 likes.
There you go.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Todd Holzer says, "Nice shirt, there, Shawn. It's on the hill."
Where's that?
That's
On the hill.
a pool hall. Isn't it?
Oh, that's down by. Oh no, that's Holy Hill.
No, that's
the
Holy-
wrong
no,
hill.
You're
Wrong
going.
hill.
You're going the wrong way.
Wrong direction. Yeah, that's the one up in Mosinee.
Mosinee, yeah.
Right,
That's it,
yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Actually, big shout out to Todd again. If not for boy, yeah, I don't. I'm really kind of surprised Shawn didn't see that coming. If he tried to hit thinner
Yeah,
or
if he-
thicker, that
a
was
little thinner. I think he got it heavier than he wanted to. Yeah.
well. Given that they're not playing 3 foul, it really doesn't matter all that much if Gray plays another attempted safe.
I think he's got a little trouble being so close to the 4 here. It doesn't look like they're touching, but with that 2 ball there, it's still. Oh, good shot. Very nicely done.
You know what? Speaking of nice shirts, as long as Gray is checking out this next shot, I want to show you what Andy Kuntz just sent me. This is so. This is the shirt design for OPP Outer Points Productions. So the one on the left is obviously the front. And that's all it's going to say is "I love my Outer Points," and then Productions on the back. Oh, that's fantastic! I love it.
Andy, next time I see you in Waupun, we got to talk about that a little bit. I got a little something to add to that.
Oh, no, you're not.
Just so you.
No, you're not.
We could add just 2 little dots maybe. in certain place.
No,
Think about it. Think about it. It's nobody would know about it unless they knew what they were talking about. Really.
But anybody in the state of Wisconsin and surrounding states, actually, they already know what outer points
right
or how.
Well, if they watch the stream, anyway, you're right. And they don't necessarily have to be from Wisconsin. We've got viewers. From
all
around.
Across.
Yep.
I love it. I think that was John Klein that came up with that idea, if I'm not mistaken. So if it was, thanks, John. I might have to give you a royalty on it.
There you
Something.
go.
I'll buy you a sun drop.
There you go, sun drop.
Go all out. All right, Gray electing to play safe and successfully, leaving Shawn most likely with a jump shot over the 7. And if that is the case, then we are going to, let's do this.
Swerve here. Real first.
Ooh,
almost made the
Yeah.
Almost made the cheddar.
And left. Oh, I get it. Short red. That's good. Very well done, Al. Leanne, can you come and get him? No, seriously. All right. Successful kick and did not leave Gray with an open shot.
I think he's playing this bank.
That's headed towards the Vincent Didio Memorial Pocket, but not successfully. So the offensive shot has become
kind of sold out there.
really good for Shawn.
Yeah. It doesn't. I think the.
I like Fred's idea. Oh boy, I love Fred's idea. 2 little nuns in the Outer Points area. I think they call that area. Oh no!
No,
Not that.
Now family show. now you got to remember, and I was just thinking about this last night. Is if anybody out here in the chat or watching has seen the last couple of streams, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
we'll talk about family shows, but I thought about it last night, and Amy, I forget her.
Amy Cools.
Yes. Now remember, she's watching with her boys and that.
Corbin.
And she's got 2, right? I thought she's got a couple of boys.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
She's got one and a younger brother or something or whatever.
Jamie is her husband.
Yeah, and they.
Her boyfriend.
Yeah, and they.
Husband.
They watch the stream pretty regular, so I think we should be.
We have to keep it PG.
Yeah,
yes,
I think,
except for my butt.
I'm gonna say the next time we might want to cover that up. That's. I still got that.
Hey, Corbin has a butt too.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, I don't
He's
think
probably not showing it to a lot of people.
I was gonna say, Corbin's probably a little embarrassed to show his posterior, unlike Dale. So
doesn't bother me. All right, we're all knotted up at 2 apiece. Gray with the first 2. Shawn coming back to tie it up again. I told you, Al said it in the beginning too. This is going to be a close match. So
I got a feeling, yeah, it's
going to be fun.
As wide open as 9-ball can be, it does lend to a lot of back and forth. So.
All right, let's get to another sponsor spotlight, and this is the newest of descriptions that I just got done with. As a matter of fact, this is the wrong one. All right, we'll get back to that in a little while. Sorry. Sponsor spotlight. Let's do this one. Mid-State Amusement Games. Again, well written.
Yeah.
We provide, quote unquote, entertainment.
I believe that's Mr. Brent Lucas, correct?
You are 100% correct, from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Brent does a great job up there running things.
All right, back to the break, and then I'm going to go and fix.
Ruth Gear says, nice out, Shawn.
All right, pocketing the 3 ball in the corner, and no shot on the 1 for Shawn Hana.
Fred, you're correct. We cannot unsee those things. And I really, I really thought about doing something as I was watching that on my phone the other night. I was taking screenshots of every one of those photos.
Oh my God!
So I have all those photos, and I thought about putting them on Facebook, like on a loop, and just running them.
No.
I am pretty sure nobody wants to see that though, from all the comments I heard last night. So.
Yeah.
It's but you never know. It could be.
It could fall into the wrong hands, and
you never know how blackmail works in the future. So
no doubt.
Got a little ammo to go there. So.
Oh, nice. Oh, well played. Well played. I forgot what I was going to fix. Oh yeah, I know.
He's got so many buttons up in this booth. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
he's lucky he
no
knows
idea.
2 of them, but he's always using all of them. So it's you never know what's going to pop up there. So
true story.
Just not unlike you never know what's going to be said here in this commentary. It's wide open field, I'll tell you. Jim, that sounds like a very good idea. Jim Horn says, I thought about a tattoo for you. Elf on the shelf eating some cheese. That sounds like a pretty good one. Yeah, Mr. Dan Welsh in the sponsor.
What's up, Dumper Dan? No doubt, it is a perfect day for pool. I'll tell you, as long as Dan is in the chat...
Ooh.
I'm going to show you a picture, everybody. As soon as this game is over, instead of the sponsor spotlight, because I know this match is going to go a little longer, I'm going to put a picture up there that I got from Dumper a little while ago. Already loaded. It's locked and loaded. So Farmer Dave is from Indiana. What part of Indiana, Dave? Wow.
Great jump shot there.
That's an excellent shot. So Lisa's over there, and she just sent me a picture of. I need to change this on the front.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's another great shot. Pocketing 2 balls at the same time, and perfect shape on the 2 ball.
Yeah.
Pockets the 4 on the side, pockets the 8 in the corner in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket, and leaves himself shape. How good is that?
That's still a little tough getting on the 5 ball here.
Yeah, that side pocket can come into play if he or the 7 ball.
Yeah, that's. Oh.
So he tried to cheat the pocket a little to avoid the scratch past the 7 or avoid the 7 as well, and ends up missing the ball. After all of that, that's...
Yeah, and I'm watching the cue ball, and didn't even see that they missed the 2 balls. So,
So
yeah.
VDM...
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, VD pause M is infected once again.
Yeah, right. VD, yeah.
VD.
Got it.
M.
Got it. Yeah.
All right, drawing back for the 5 down in the lower right-hand corner, and draws it right behind the 7. Yikes. It is funny because, when you have those moments where you're about to say something but you hesitate just to see the outcome, and I was just about to say I don't like this draw shot because it's not a controlled shot. I would have rather seen him play that 2 really thin, come off the rail, and now look at. Not only did he did get a hit, but left him scratched.
Yeah.
So now Gray's got ball in hand with 4 balls on the table, and there's no trouble.
Yeah.
I would have played that too considerably different.
I'll tell you something though. You as a pool player, you get up there and you see the shot in your head that you want to play, but a lot of times, and I'm sure 95% of the players out there know this feeling. You don't see that one little thing that's going to get in your way. That 7 ball takes up so little room compared to the whole rest of the table, where you could have got to make that 5 ball, and yet it jumps in your way and like, oh my God, how did I do that?
And I could sit here and talk about it, Al. In the booth because it's so easy. But the next match on the docket is Monday night. It's at 7 o'clock.
I guarantee this is going to be, if not the most, one of 2 of the most watched matches. I'll say 3 because this is our 3rd KO challenge now. So
good shot.
The finals tend to get a lot of draw, but I think this is going to be one of the most watched streams and have the most views.
All right. First, I'm going to put this up there for Dumper Dan. Oh. This is the picture that I got. So from left to right, we've got Jeff Getch, Al Monlock, Hua Lee. Who is that there?
I can't tell who that is.
Oh, that's, oh my gosh.
Take his hat off and his hood, and I can tell you, but...
Anyway, the one on the right is Mike Niver,
yep.
who caught the biggest salmon today. So, where's Dumper Dan in that?
Well, he's probably taking the picture.
Oh, he's taking the picture.
Obviously.
Duh. So that's the boat that I was supposed to be on this morning, but it's all good.
Well, it's probably a good thing because they probably wouldn't have caught anything if you were on the boat. So
yeah, I'll tell you what. Get excited for Al's one-way fishing trip that Dumper Dan is taking him on. Can't wait! I can't wait.
Tell you what, everybody in the chat would
it's Billy Dupree.
Would miss me.
I couldn't even recognize Billy.
Okay,
Duh. That is Billy Dupree.
Yeah. Everybody comments and everybody has a laugh, but if I was gone, everybody here would miss me, and I know that. Especially little Cheddar would miss me. I know that. So,
sure.
I mean, who else would give you a heck about giving her pizza and everything else? Oh, probably everybody, but
Taylor's. I love Taylor Siech's comment there. It's 2 ball Saturday. Wow. I think I'm just going to leave that one alone. Yep, we're just going to move right along. Dumper Dan said it was a great day on the water. Jim Horn asks, am I nervous about playing on the stream on Monday? No. I have lost on my stream and so many other streams so many times, it doesn't bother me anymore. No, my record, I think I'm batting 500 right now.
Okay.
So, and I've played a lot of good players over the years. I played at Matt Apple on King of the Hill several times. When Brian and I were doing it together, I played down at Sussex several times. My record, I think, is 500 there as well, but I don't remember if I actually played on my own stream up here at Varsity Club, Al.
Didn't you play?
Oh, I played Tarek.
Tarek, yeah.
Yes. And I played Jeremy West.
Yep.
So I'm 500 here because I lost to Tarek and I beat Jeremy. So
everybody's losing to Tarek these days. So it's
yeah, that kid is on fire.
I'll tell you what. I met Tarek about 3-4 years ago, and when I first met him, he was only like a 525, 550 something player. But I'll tell you what, he has really upped his game and just taken it to another level. The guy plays all the time. And he's just going to be a really good player. Yeah.
Well, it looks like our subscribership has jumped up a couple of notches, too.
Uh-oh.
If you're in the chat and you're not already a subscriber, please do that. Sincerely. Please do that. You know, it's if you're not familiar with how YouTube works, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm then monetized. And the reason I want to be monetized is I don't ever want to have to charge for this stream. I don't want to charge the viewers. I don't want to charge a membership. None of that. And the best way to do that and keep all of this content coming is to have as many subscribers as I can. So with that being said, what Al was kind of saying before, followed by Gray, jumped over hit the 5 and scratched. So double foul.
Yeah.
So the more that you share it with like-minded people or anybody that you think might enjoy either the pool or the camera views or anything else, nobody enjoys the commentary.
No.
You know, I mean, other than me and Al.
Well,
you know,
they love to laugh at us. So
and that's okay. That's why we're here.
We get that every day, whether we're here or not. So.
That's true. So you never know who's going to like our stream. You never know. If they got nothing better to do and the Golf Channel has put them to sleep, we'll keep you awake for a while.
And even if you're not watching pool, jump on Outer Points Productions and just, give us a like or a shout out or whatever. Let us know, and we can hit you back and, welcome you to the stream and all that. And
yeah, you could go to the channel and check out all the previous videos. All the previous streams are on there. Yeah. All the player spotlights are on there, which is really cool to go back and look at. And there's some of them that have a couple hundred views, which is awesome.
I suggest, though, if you just like to watch pool, mute the commentary. It just, it's...
Yeah, change your batteries on your remote.
Yeah,
hit the mute.
I like to when I'm doing something that I don't especially like to do, then I just take my phone and I watch while I'm doing it.
Sure.
If anybody knows me, I'm not a big person for exercise, but when I do exercise, I'll take my phone along and just watch Outer Points Productions while I'm walking. So it's a nice afternoon of watching pool and not concentrating on what I'm doing at the time. So.
Yeah, do you have any idea how easy you made it for me to just rip you apart? Well, and I'm going to stay classy here.
How else?
First time ever.
How else would I think anything was going to go? It's I don't mind being ripped. I got big shoulders. I can handle this.
You do.
And we're about to go
3-3.
3-3 here. So
no commentators cursed today, Al.
Well, thank God. I'm hoping that people in the chat are enjoying watching the pool, and hopefully they're enjoying listening to us, because we're not talking about pool, so it's...
Yeah, that rarely happens on our stream. All right, all the way from Waupun, Wisconsin, it is rack number 7, sponsor spotlight, and that is... the wife of, and I got to stop saying that because Bobby Joe is her own person too. I don't always have to say Andy Kuntz's wife. So, Andy, you're out of this one. Bobby Joe Kuntz is the broker and owner of Home Sweet Home Real Estate in Waupun, Wisconsin. She has many years of experience in residential land, farm, and commercial real estate. I'm going to say this with fervor and for exceptional service. Call. If you've never met Bobby Joe, I'm not exaggerating on this. For exceptional service, call 920-345-1055.
Oh, yeah, and she's married to that Andy guy.
Oh, yeah, that Andy, what's...
Well, he's got the same last name as her, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
But the more important one is
go back,
Bobby Joe, so it's...
Oh, for sure. Just gave everybody a precursor to what's coming up next, but they didn't get a chance to read it, so they could pause their stream. I'd recommend it, actually, along with the mute.
Yeah. Well, I think we see a safe here. Probably going to roll up behind the 8. he got there.
Yeah, and he made this extremely difficult for Gray to get a hit on this one.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know how he's going to get a hit on this. He's taken away almost every single rail on the table. The 5 and the 6 are blockers to go down table that way, and the 3 and 7, obviously 8 is a blocker. The kick from the top side, or our top side, the 6 is in the way.
I was looking at.
I was just wondering if you were listening. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking at. I don't know. Is he going to go 2 rails?
This is tough. This is a really good shot by Shawn.
Jacked up over the 8 there. It's no picnic at all. I'm just from where I'm looking at it, I load up with a lot of left-hand spin here and come straight down table, 2 rails, and try and kick this in the corner. That's just me talking about. I mean, he's trying to probably do something a little safer to get a hit, but that's the only. I mean, that's what I see right now.
I don't know what I would do. I think I would try tying something else up.
All right, he's trying to go 2 rails. Oh,
wow!
What a hit! Oh,
wow! That was one heck of a hit. That was really phenomenal.
I don't know if Shawn can make this ball.
Is he stuck on the 3?
I think he's tight on the 3, and I don't think he can get enough of that edge to the 1 to.
Boy, that's close. Let's see if we can get in a little tighter and see if. It's kind of hard to tell from there.
I wish you could zoom like that with that overhead. Yeah, I know.
I can,
Okay.
actually. Yeah, it's so hard to tell there.
I think he's playing safe here again. Oh, he did.
No, you could see it.
Oh,
Yeah, the hard part was getting to the 2 ball with that.
yeah.
I think he had to throw that 1 in a little bit, so that made it harder to get enough spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Taylor. That was a great hit.
Yeah, it was. That hit on the 1 by Gray was just amazing.
You know, that's the cool thing about these live streams, you know, what's come about in the last, 5 years or so. And I'm very proud to be a part of it, is the fact that all of our viewers, all of our subscribers, if you've got something else going on, during the course of the day, you can always go back to the channel.
Nice shot.
Wow.
Nice shot.
Are you kidding me? That's fantastic. Hey, we said it. This is going to be a good match. There's no doubt about it, and they're living up to it. So, you can go 2 weeks later. You can go to the channel and pull this match up and the player spotlight and everything else, and you can sit and watch it again.
Yeah. I watched several of the matches over again, and they're entertaining. By no means dull. That's for sure.
Oh,
my gosh!
He did it again.
Wow, it seems like almost every shot.
Wow. This one he could hit the other side of the 5 and maybe make the 9.
Oh, that would, yeah.
That'd be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if you're trying to make the 9, I might, if it was me playing, I might go 2 rails up behind the 6 and come down and try and hit the 5 to make the 9, if you so inclined.
Yeah.
But I think he's just going to try and make this 5 ball, hit it at least, and without following on the 9, we'll see.
Oh, that's the worst thing to do. It's, not going to hit.
And it's, being a pool player, I mean, we've played. You and me, Dale. I know. I mean,
You're a pool player too?
Well, I try to be. I'm not as.
Let it go. Let it go on.
Not as good a pool player as you are, Dale.
Let it go.
You know, I'm not. Well, put it this way, I'm not as high a rated pool player as you are. Whether I'm better or not, that's still to be seen. We got plenty more matches to play.
There we go.
But balls, when you're playing on a diamond, it kicks completely different, and banks completely different than
for sure
any other table, really. I mean,
yeah, he didn't want that to happen either, but he's okay.
Yeah, just got to make sure.
Taking what the table's giving him.
Just concentrate on stroking straight and make the ball. That's all you got to do here. You don't have to do anything fancy with it, really.
Nope, just make it.
Yeah. I think he's got a little bit of angle. He's going to be going. Yeah. Oh, wow. Got all the other points there. Wow.
Almost stayed on the table.
Oh, wow. And see, I was worried about that because he had that shot earlier where he missed the ball when he slow rolled it. And that was what I was afraid of.
Little shout out to Scafidis. You can see the back of Gray's shirt.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about perfect speed on that 8 ball. That was gorgeous.
All right. 4-3 here.
I think we're going to do a timeout.
All right, well, Dale's going to go out and tell these guys he's going to do a timeout. The players will take a short little break. And while we do that, we're going to watch a player spotlight.
All right, folks, this is the player spotlight of Tune In Taylor, if you're still here. Mr. Gray Siech, if I can find the right one here. There we go. And there you have it. All right, everybody. This is the player spotlight, obviously. We're probably somewhere, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 9, somewhere in the middle of the match. And I could almost guarantee so far it has been a good one.
Let's hope so.
It's no doubt. So please welcome to the booth in the player spotlight. This is Gray Siech. Gray,
hi, everybody.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Gray Siech and where do you come from?
I'm 38 years old. I live in Mequon, just north of Milwaukee. I have a beautiful wife and kids. I have a...
They're watching, right?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Hi.
That's what they're doing today. I have a 1-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son. So that takes up pretty much all of my time.
I could about imagine.
I have a table in the basement, so I get a little practice here and there.
A diamond or...
No, it's a makeshift table, just pieces thrown together, but it plays okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's all right.
7-footer, bar box?
Yep.
What do you do to make money?
I worked for Whole Foods for about 15 years and just left about 6 months ago and started a new journey with Smithfield Foods in sales.
Okay.
And I'm loving it so far.
Awesome. So do you drive around to a lot of the stores, or is it remote sales? Or
I work remote, but I do spend a lot of time on the road. My stores are spread out all throughout Wisconsin, from as far spread out as you can be, and so I hit every area of the state, which is a lot of fun because I get to hit a lot of different pool halls and little dive bars.
Nice.
I do enjoy that aspect, but I try not to be away from the family too much with the young kid and everything.
Yeah, little windshield time. That's always good.
Yep.
How long have you been playing the game?
I grew up with a 9-foot table in the basement, and my dad's always been a phenomenal player. So, I mean, I can't say I started playing pool back then because I never really liked it too much.
Okay.
But when I was...
It's a frustrating game.
Yeah,
it's like golf.
He would just kick my butt all the time, and it just wasn't fun.
So has the student now become the teacher? Or the teacher become the...
He knows so much. He's probably forgotten more about pool than I know.
Still kick your butt.
And he's a great player.
Nice.
But yeah, when I was in my 20s, I lived in Colorado, and I started when I was 21, I was going to bars and I realized I was like, I'm actually kind of decent. So I just like to compete and play for drinks. It started, and then, it was all downhill from there.
So what's your favorite game?
I actually thought about my answer to this question, but I would always say 8-ball, but I do enjoy playing rotation a little bit more now. I really like the creativity aspect of 8-ball, but I feel like I might be a better rotation player. So
yeah, and I noticed you played at Mad Apple for King of the Hill,
yep.
right?
Yep, I think I did 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, and you lasted quite a while.
I think I either won 4 and lost 3, or won 3 and lost 3.
So good record.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
Some great players. I mean, run into Fedkenhauer and he just trampled me, and
that'll happen.
There's, tons of great players, but
sure,
it's hard to stay sharp when I'm a casual player, so I like to challenge myself, but you can't expect to beat some of these guys without just living on the pool table.
No doubt. So as a casual player, in preparation for matches like this or King of the Hill or whatever you may be, a tournament, cue it up, whatever, is there any mental preparation that you go through, or drills or anything that you do on the table?
For this in particular, I snuggled with my daughter for like 2 hours this morning. And
that's the best answer I think anybody's ever given so far.
It was pretty incredible, just to kind of keep my mind at peace, and I'm just trying to have fun, just do the best I can. I've had enough of these stream matches where it's a real bummer going home and just kicking yourself about your performance.
Trust me, I know. I'll tell you what, it's even worse losing on your own stream. It is one of the most painful feelings you could ever imagine.
Who's commentating your match?
I don't know yet. I'm actually thinking of asking that gentleman right over there in the middle of the room. Don't say it out loud.
Okay.
If you know who it is.
Yeah, I know who it is.
I've known him all of my pool career.
Oh, that's a perfect person to have in the booth.
There's no doubt. So, and you'll find out that later on. So, Gray, outside of your children and your wife and work and everything else, what does Gray like to do for hobbies other than pool?
I like to cook a lot.
I bet your wife loves that.
She does. I do most of the cooking. She's actually a great cook too. I like to play volleyball. She was a college volleyball athlete. Just incredible. Still is an incredible player. So I love when we can play volleyball together. I used to disc golf quite a bit. Kind of a little rusty at that, but yeah, I guess that's about it.
Okay.
I spend most of my time with the family, and in my spare time, I try to play as much pool as I can.
Perfect.
That takes up 90% of my time. So
no doubt, that makes you a good dad too.
Thanks.
So, pool. If you look back on your entire career, would you say your dad was then your biggest influence on the game, or who would you consider your mentor of the game?
Oh yeah, definitely my dad.
Okay.
I mean, I have a lot of admiration for a bunch of pro players, like Corey Deuel's game. I really love his game and how creative he is. There's so many, I could list pretty much every USA player.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm a fan of all the USA players.
I would hope so. Awesome. Well, I hope you're playing well in the match.
I hope so too.
I know it's exciting. There's a lot of viewers that are tuning in today, so best of luck, and we'll see you when it's all done. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Mr. Cheddar.
Yeah, you betcha.
I got these all sweaty.
Right now we're back.
There we are. All right.
All right, that is the player spotlight of Gray Siech, and I know I talk about this often. This is one of the really fun parts of the stream, and especially for me, because I'm getting to know players that I've never met on a personal level before, and I get to know them much better than just as a pool player. You know, you're at a tournament sometimes, you don't have the time to sit and talk, you know, on a personal level. They're either in a match or you're in a match or whatever else. Plus, I like the fact that the viewers get to know who the guys are. And some of the stories, have been fantastic. And I'll give you a little bit of a precursor to Shawn Hana's Player Spotlight. I was almost in tears. There's a lot of similarities between Shawn and I of our past and, what pool's done for us and everything else. So I hope you're looking forward to Shawn's Player Spotlight because I am. It was pretty cool. So, and not diminishing Gray's, obviously to Gray, family is the most important, and it should be for everybody.
Yep, it sure should.
You only get one, and you're not here for a whole lot of time to see them, so make the best of it. All right, good combo, bad outcome.
Oh my gosh. That's like 5 or 6 times now. He's either come up short on shape or behind a ball or something. That's you gotta get past that though. As a pool player, that can snowball on you, and you can, But you watched the pros play, and I've been watching.
Short memory.
I've been watching the WPBA this week, and watched Margaret, as we all know, Margaret Pepelova-Steyer, and they get a.
How does he miss that? Double foul.
Yeah, but
I don't know how you missed that 2-ball, Al.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Yeah, but the pros they're so good at letting stuff like that go. Being able to concentrate on the next shot and getting that. I mean, you see that miss there on that 2-ball on that hit there. Yeah, it doesn't look like you're gonna miss hit it, but I mean at the same time a little less stroke or a little more stroke, that ball comes out of there completely different off that rail.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Well, I think Gray is going for another safe here. Push the 2-down table and put that cue ball right against the 5.
I
probably trying to break them apart a little bit as well.
I was just gonna say that.
Nope,
he
did not.
But I think I would have. I think I would have
hit it a little firmer.
Yeah, just so you had an open shot for that 4-ball, because you can get ball in hand on this too. But then now where are you gonna?
Right. What are you gonna do with the 4 and the 5?
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
888 subscribers right now.
All right.
112 to go.
The stream.
I'm getting nervous.
The stream is growing as we speak, unlike Dale.
Oh, good one.
I do come up with one once in a while.
I'll let you know when.
Yeah. I kind of think our people in the chat like that better than you did. But nice break out there on the 4. Not a great shot here, but the bank shouldn't be too tough. Should be able to just pop this and stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have a nice angle on the 5 to get out for the 6. Of course, you don't have to get out for the 6, but you have to get shape on the 6 to get to the 8 and be able to come down to the 9. So that's the one thing I always love about pool is
dead center.
Is being able to think about patterns as you go along and trying to get things worked out so it all works out right. Because you can think about it 10 ways from Sunday, but
sure,
if you don't make the balls, it don't matter. All right.
So 2 years ago actually, I met Gray at Mad Apple.
Yep.
Was the first time that I met him, and just a super nice guy. Yeah, I'm kind of going back to the player spotlight,
Yep.
But then I had to play him on the 1-loss side at the WSPA State Championships in Appleton, and I'll tell you what,
he kicked
If
your
you've
butt.
ever, no, actually, it was a pretty close match. But if you've ever, you want to talk about the epitome of sportsmanship in pool players, it's Gray. There's no question about it. He is the most mild-mannered gentleman, sportsman of the game. He's very approachable. You know, he's a fun guy to talk to. He is just, he's an all-around great guy. And you can tell, you know, by his player spotlight, he's a great dad, good husband. His wife's, you know, watching. So it's fun. It's one of those guys that you just, you know, and I've talked about it on the stream before. I don't hang around with negative people. I don't. I refuse to, because I don't want to become that way. I surround myself with positive people that want to have fun in life. If you don't, well, that's your choice. I just don't want to be one of them. So Gray is one of those guys you just want to hang out with.
Yep. Taylor saying, "That's my husband." And Farmer Dave sounds like he's talking to Gray there when he's saying he didn't realize that he left Whole Foods.
Oh yeah, from the player spotlight.
Well,
And he's working for.
because I'm assuming from what Chat said earlier that Farmer Dave had no longer worked at Whole Foods, because he said he was a former. They used to work together in his earlier comments, so.
Oh yeah, co-worker.
And he probably didn't realize that Gray had left. So, oh, nice save there.
Good save.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I am really impressed with the old fashions that the varsity club makes.
Oh, really?
It's not too often that I drink,
I noticed that. I was
but
just gonna say.
I think I may have to have another.
Yeah. Can't hurt the commentary any.
No, I definitely can't. No, we're already past that point.
Oh, there's a nice hit there. Left Gray a tough cut on the 3-ball if he chooses to go that way. I don't know. I might think about. Well, I guess if you play the cut here, you got almost a built-in safe. If you miss it, there's plenty of balls to block there. I might think about playing the bank though. I'd play this with a little left.
So Farmer Dave says, yep, he worked with Gray for 10 years or so. Great guy, no doubt. 2 words define Gray: class act.
There you go. Oh, decided to play safe.
Yep, leave him along
Yep.
and leave him with something in between. Not a horrible outcome.
No, could have been worse.
Kind of the same shot that Gray just had.
Yeah. He may decide to do the same thing here again. This is.
So to give everybody an idea of what's coming up next, I talked about this previously. 4.0 is obviously next in the knockout challenge because this is 3.0. Oh, excellent shot.
Yeah.
Excellent shot. So if you've been following, you already know that next on the docket, 4.0 is a Scotch doubles, 16 teams. $11.75 and other combined Fargo. And it is going to be a blast. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait. Scotch doubles is fun to watch, especially if your partner screws you on a bunch of shots, that's a you want to kill them.
I know Dale's partners do that, complain about that all the time.
True story. Yep. Can't deny that. So Tarek Hamden and John Kutnick is the only match that is not scheduled yet. This is match number 6 of 8. My match is on Monday. So after that match, or the Tarek and John Kutnick match is over with, I'm going to do a live drawing for 4.0.
Oh, okay.
So that gives all of the Scotch doubles players time to schedule their matches, because
time.
they're going to need it. Scheduling the time for the Scotch doubles is going to, I hope it goes as smooth as 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0, but I think it's going to be a challenge. But, honestly, if it takes all summer, so be it. The other thing is I wanted to talk about while Gray is running out is I believe we have a date finally set for the Junior Knockout Challenge.
Oh, wonderful.
This is a big deal.
Yes, it is.
A huge deal for me and for Varsity Club and everybody else that's involved. Scott and Julie Schonecke of Club 161 is helping out with putting everything together. Taylor Collar is getting all the trophies and everything for the kids, and it's just awesome. All right, that makes it 6-3 in favor of Gray, but I have to confirm with the new owner of the Varsity Club, which is Adam Carlson. Make sure there is nothing going on that date, but right now it's looking like the weekend of August 3rd is going to be the Junior Challenge. So I have 13 juniors signed up right now and 2 months to go. So I am thrilled. I'm really looking for, if we get a different age demographic and there's not a lot for each division or each age group, I'm just going to have them all play against each other in a regular tournament with handicap or whatever. So either way, it's going to be fun for the kids, no matter what.
Right.
Can't wait.
That's great. And that's just going off on one weekend now, right? We're talking about like a Saturday or something?
Yeah. I kind of wanted to make it the same as the Knockout Challenge, but it's impossible. Because you're going to have the parents having to bring the kids here.
Well, that's the thing,
that's tough. It's really tough.
And you can't run it the same way as the Knockout Challenge.
No.
Simply because parents can't afford to be running 3 or 4 times with kids back and forth, and I know.
And there's some that are 2 hours away.
Yeah, Amy and a lot of the parents, they just have to. I mean, and we have to really thank all the people who have donated to the Junior Challenge so far, and we can't begin to name all the names.
Actually, thank you for bringing that up, Al. I thank you actually for bringing that up very much so, because what I'm going to do is, as long as Gray is trying to make a decision here on what... Oh, this is a list of the donors so far. This is just... And this isn't all of them because I haven't updated. Actually, Al, there's your name with Leanne on the bottom. Yeah. Gray still... We'll get to that in just a second. But this is just the tip of the iceberg of those that have donated for... the Junior Knockout Challenge. So if you are inclined or you feel the desire to be a part of it, or if you want to help out monetarily, I promise you it's going to go a long ways. I thank you in advance. But there's all the QR codes are down on the bottom. If you want to scan any of them, that would be extremely appreciated. And again, those are all the people that have already donated. It's going to be a blast.
It'll be fun. It's when I was a kid growing up, as a kid just starting to play pool, I loved the game because my father introduced me to the game of pool, And my father was a truck driver, and he was on the road all the time. But when he came home, he made it a point of me and him just taking the time out. And I had 2 sisters and 2 brothers, but he took time out with me just to go down and shoot.
That's
some
awesome.
pool. And that was, and I've loved the game ever since.
And that's something you just never forget. And that's one of the things for, okay, going back to the chat here, Amy Woolen Cools, Jamie and Corbin. And I know they're all watching. So, what Al was talking about is it creates a lasting memory for an entire lifetime. And Corbin is 12. And, that's the goal behind the Junior Knockout Challenge, is I want to have the ability to give to the kids what was given to me. This game it's given to me and it's taken away, and it's given to me and it's taken away. So, but I wouldn't change a thing. I really wouldn't. So I want to have the kids experience the same thing as what I have and what Al has. So.
Pool is a very unique game. I have always told everybody I know people who are dart players, nothing against darts. I know people who play golf. Golf is a very tough game. You can lose more balls in a day on golf than you can,
But, you lose your mind, too.
But just like golf, pool, unlike darts or anything like that, every time you come to the pool table from sitting down and waiting your turn, the pool table is always different. It's never the same. And you have to learn all the shots. You have to take the time to learn your stroke, improve your game. And that's what this is going to do for the juniors. It's going to give them a chance to
showcase their game. You betcha.
Do something that they might not do, but yet, and they're going to be able to be seen too. Some of them are going to be on the stream, and they may not all be on the stream, but
eventually they will.
Sooner or later, they'll get there, and it's a great part of the sport. We all love it, and we're just trying to show them how much we love it, that they can love it as well. So,
all right, Shawn. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? I was just about to say avoid the 8 ball.
Yep.
Just avoid the 8. And overhit it just a smidge, and has left himself with, he either has to mass A around the 8. He could still make the 6, or come rail first, but this is tough. He could have left himself almost anywhere on the table except there.
Yeah. Tom Bonos is asking about if the teams are all set for...
Yes. That was filled almost
right
a month
away.
ago. Yeah,
it was like a week after.
It was 4 hours. It was full in 4 hours. So I do have, yes, it is full. It took no time whatsoever. Once I put it on Facebook, it was, what a shot.
Wow. And he's got a nice kiss on the 7 there. So I was afraid he was going to follow that ball in there.
Yeah. The hard part now for Shawn, the 7 is pocketable, but he's got a big reach for it.
Yeah.
And to get to the 8 is going to be quite a bit of a challenge. So he may opt to have to play the 8-9 combo. I'm not sure if he can even reach the cue ball for this.
Yeah,
he may have to get an extension and a bridge.
Yeah, being a right-handed player, you're having the tables in your way there. But yeah, I think if you use a bridge and you just play high left on this and load up a little bit, you come 4 rails. I think you're, as long as you don't scratch. I think that looks to me about the best way to play this. This is tough reaching this.
I'd have my elevator shoes on, my step stool, a bridge, 2 extensions, and a 58-inch shaft.
And
I'd still probably miss Q.
And you'd probably still have to use the bridge too.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, they don't call me little cheddar for nothing.
Yeah, it's an emphasis on the little. Of course, if anybody's spent any time in the commentary booth here, the cheddar part,
they already know.
Yeah, especially if we don't put the air conditioner on here. It's
melted cheddar, melted cheese.
Oh, very nice.
I did not know that 8 went past there.
Neither did I. I guess we could have looked at the overhead view. We might have known that.
That probably wouldn't have helped either with the fisheye.
Yeah.
All right, that is 1 game back on the good side for Shawn Hana, making it 6-4. So let's go, now that I have it fixed. Andy Kuntz, sponsor spotlight of Wisconsin Pool Players Society. It was created to share tournaments, knowledge, and discuss other pool-related topics. No drama, ever. Never been any drama on Wisconsin Pool Play. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving Andy a hard time because I can. Over 10,000 Facebook members, which makes it the largest Facebook pool community in the entire Midwest. That is something to really be proud of here in Wisconsin. If you ever, there's two of the best places to look for a tournament is the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame website or Wisconsin Pool Players Society. You'll find anything that you're looking for. Even pool cues for sale and tables, and it's a great creation.
Andy does a great job. And he's from a great little city too, Waupun. So
yeah, boy,
you got to get that out there.
Yeah, sure. Little shout out for you and Leanne. Mm-hmm.
I ran into Andy just a week or so ago out at the restaurant.
Literally,
yeah.
I hope he ran into you back.
Well, he would get the worst of that, unfortunately. But
yeah, it's true.
Andy invited me over to his house once he gets his table all set. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't recommend that. You'll make that mistake one time, Andy. That'll be it. So Nader Animator is in the chat.
An appearance.
He's being a little late, he says, and asking if Mrs. Cheddar is here. Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
I would like to swing the camera over in her direction, but
she'd probably kill you.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
No. I could maybe get her to wave to the camera.
Yeah.
We should go to the room view.
Well, what you should do, Dale, is you should text her on your phone first and let her know you're going to put her on the camera. She's already looking at you like, okay, what's going on here? And she's, yeah. So.
Hi, honey. No, she's already shaking her head. No, better not. I will kick your ass. That's pretty much it. There you have it.
Yes, come on.
All right, Gray with a really good opportunity.
You guys would be laughing just like I am.
If you see what was going on in the room out there.
Lisa, we love you. You gotta be a great woman to put up with Dale as much as you do. I couldn't imagine it.
It's probably the same shit that Leanne has to put up with.
I'm sure. We talked about that earlier. You know what? I've known you, 20, 30 years. And
30 for sure.
At least. We all know. All right, so Ray's working on running out here. This could be...
Probably go between the 6 and the 9 with a little inside English. Yep. Good shot.
Just missed the 9.
That leaves himself a really good angle to come 2 rails out to the middle of the table to play the 7 in the upper left and probably play the 8 in the same pocket.
Well struck. He's going to have to force this ball a little bit.
Yeah, he may end up having to play the short side. Yeah.
The cheddar
Put
side.
it the cheddar side of the 8-ball. The only thing I don't like about that is he's going to have to slow roll it a little bit. I think I would rather force this in a little bit.
Well, you could do a little pop stroke here, a little stun forward. You should be okay. You don't have to decelerate as much on that. So, one rail, or looks like probably 2 rails, I would think.
Oh, he's going to go a little bit long on this, too. He is right at the 50-yard line on this 9-ball, which always brings in a scratch most of the time, or scratch possibility, so he's going to have to either draw out of this or hit it a little thinner than possible. I think he's going to have to draw out of this one. Yeah. This is a tough shot.
Yeah, a little right spin. There you go.
Handled it with perfection. Center of the pocket. All right, we are at 7-4.
So now
Who should we do now?
Oh, let's see. How
about this one? This is a really good one. This is probably one of the most well-written descriptions of their company of all of them.
Okay.
This is
even better than Greg or Kevin and
Lynn. Yeah,
Lynn's?
They paint and stain things.
Okay.
This is really well thought out, and is our tournament director here and league operator and blah, 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 Mr. Matt Strong.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's
make sure
incredible. Incredible.
Precise and right to the, well, with being nice.
To the point.
To the point, yes. I was going to say, yes. Yes.
All right, Gray pocketing a ball on the break and not having much to shoot at the 1. He could play the bank down by the 3-ball if he so chooses. Not something I would recommend.
I'm playing safe here all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I play this 2 rails, maybe 3 rails right there where he's pointing. Leave the 1 ball on the long rail on the side above the 7.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate that comment. And, that's the difference between, that's kind of what I was striving for when creating the Knockout Challenge, was to, showcase the games of guys that don't get to showcase their games.
Yes, exactly.
You play on a Saturday or Sunday tournament or a Friday night tournament somewhere at a pool hall. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking that in any way. Not everybody has the ability to do that. They have families. They have vacations planned. They have work. There's so many other things that are going on in their life. This allows the players to schedule their own times. They schedule their own matches. They schedule, they work it out with their opponent to get to this position. It makes it more relaxing for everybody involved. They know that they're going to be here for 3 hours, so they come with the mindset of, all right, it's not a whole day tournament.
Right.
I'm just coming here to whoop one guy's butt. That's it, period.
Well, and you see a lot of times out there, guys, on Facebook and stuff, they're trying to, get some action or play, get somebody to come out and play or whatever. This is exactly what you're getting there. I mean, you got one guy coming out, you're putting money up, and you're saying, hey, come out and beat me. Bring me your best game, and I'll try and bring mine, and we'll see who goes home with the money, and that's basically what it is. You've got one shot at this, and if you win, well, then you got another shot. But if you don't,
yeah, this is single elimination.
Yeah.
You lose, you're done.
Well, it looks like, unfortunately, Shawn got a little bad roll there, scratched, and looks like he's going to have another chance to try and make a good shot, because I think he's going to get a safe here.
So I'm going to try my best for Farmer Dave to give a description of what Fargo means. So back in the day, it used to be where everybody was, well, before handicapping, there was nothing, everybody just played everybody straight up. So then came designated, you're in a category with a letter. You're either A shooter, a B shooter, a double A B shooter, or C shooter. That kind of depicted what your game was. So that was kind of the birth of handicap tournaments. So they'd hold it, so you were spotting some games. If you go to Sly's on a Friday night, Al's got to win 4, I only have to win 3. Okay. So what Fargo has done is it's evolved the ranking system. So instead of giving everybody a letter number, what Fargo does is it takes an average of all of the games that you've played throughout your whole entire career that have been reported to Fargo. So everybody starts out at a certain number. I think it's... I'm not even sure. I can't even speculate what it is. But
that was a well shot hit there.
So everybody gets a number. And now what that is, that Fargo system allows tournament directors to determine what the handicap is going to be for their tournament and how many games that... So if you're an open tournament, obviously it doesn't matter. But if you're playing a tournament that has... for example, this Knockout Challenge 3.0 was the players that are between the Fargo of 626 and 650 Fargo, and nobody else. That's it. If you are not between those numbers, you don't get to play. There's always exceptions to the rules because it didn't fill. When I wanted to get it started, I allowed it or opened it up for other players. So all of these guys fit into that category. So to sum it all up, Dave, it's a handicapping system it's used worldwide.
Fargo. I mean, there's other systems out there now. APA uses a completely different system.
Yeah, you're like a 4, 5, 6, or 7.
Right, exactly, and that's and they have specific guidelines that they go by to get you to those numbers or to advance you, and that's basically what Fargo is. Fargo gives tournament directors and everything a better way of determining the skill of the player that's coming to the table.
Correct.
And to know that, okay, if I'm trying to make things better and give everybody else a chance, this lets them know, okay, maybe this guy's a little too high ranked for all these other people who want to be in this tournament.
Yep.
So you can say, hey, I'm going to top this Fargo rate at a certain level so all these big guns don't come in here and take all the little guys' money.
Wow, what a great... If he gets shape on this too... He didn't, but what a hell of an attempt by Shawn.
Well, he did a lot of stuff there. He went 3 reels around. He avoided hitting the 7. He avoided scratching by the 7.
No doubt.
And still, he's got a chance to still make a good hit here. He may not be able to make the ball, but good things happen when you're able to hit a ball. So
yep. That was a great pocket on the 1.
Yeah.
Or as ooh, look at this.
Another one. Oh, and
oh no, is it getting worse? I think it just got a lot worse, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can even see a piece of this 3-ball. Or, as M.H. Penglace would say, I miss that man. I really do. I love M.H. Penglace. Up at Mad Apple. He's the billiards showroom manager.
Yep.
Does cue repair everywhere. Anyway, I commentated with MH a lot, and it's potting Penglace.
Yep, potting the ball. Yep.
Oh
wow! What a! Oh my gosh!
Wow. What a fabulous shot.
Oh my God! I'm just watching this on the replay over here on the other
Wait, replay?
monitor.
We have a replay?
On the other monitor.
We have a delay.
Yeah, well, the delay. Okay, so
All right, is he cutting this or banking it? He cut it.
Oh my God!
Are you serious?
Okay, now here. Now.
Take a step back.
Yep. Oh, hit it nice.
Wow. I'm telling you, this.
Okay,
If Shawn finishes this rack, this is the rack of the match so far.
Yep.
Without a doubt. He has made some incredible shots to get to this point.
Yes, he has.
I think I would thin this and come out.
Even that's like
right.
5 or 6 shots now. It's there's probably 5 shots at least, I think.
You know, I think, and Shawn's kind of getting to that point in the match where he has to start making something happen. You know, he's down by 3. What a beautiful stroke.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a fabulous draw to get perfect position.
Yeah. There you go.
We're going to have the crowd cheering if this 9 ball goes in as well.
Wow.
What incredible outs.
Awesome out.
That was, and no disrespect to Gray, but that was by far the best rack of this match. That was incredible.
Well, 7-5, yes.
All right, let's put one of our sponsors up there, and this is right here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. This is Brett Tovar of Tovar Construction, specializes in roofing. Services include full re-roofs, asphalt and rubber roof installs, leak detection, and repair. Go over to tovarconstructionllc.com to their website. Fill out their contact information, and then they will get in touch with you if you are looking for any roofing needs whatsoever.
Wow, nice break. Made 3 balls on the break and no shot on the one, really. You can see it to hit it, but I don't know. I don't know if he can see enough to bank that. So, and that doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what I do here. Maybe try and kick safe.
So, actually, I'm going to comment on Jim Horn's chat comment there.
Yep.
That is not true. Just because, so you can appeal to Mike Page, and Mike Page has worked with a lot of players, you know, that if they start you at a 600 or something like that, because somebody else said that you're a great player, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. I have seen players drop drastically, like 100 points in Fargo. So if, you know, and if you start out at, just for example, at a 550 Fargo, and you don't win anything for years and your number will go down. So if you started at a 550, you can easily get below a 550 if you don't, you know, if you're losing all of your matches 4-0, 5-0, 5-1, 6-1, you know, whatever, your number will go down from where you started.
And the thing is it's a system just like any other system. I mean, it can be manipulated. There are people out there who do that, unfortunately, but it's a base system to try and get the best ranking for the players that are out there. And there are places where you can go if you want to get a Fargo established that you don't have. There are plenty of places to go that you can
right here on Friday nights.
Right here on Friday nights
and Sundays. It's a fortunate roll by Gray. Attempted to pocket the one, but missing and getting behind the 8.
leaving Shawn another tough shot here.
Al, do you know that par 317 Stockinger name there? Do you any idea who that is?
Yeah, I kind of know who he is.
I've heard of it before.
Didn't he play in one of the KO challenges recently?
Oh, that guy. Is that the one? Same one?
Is
that Tim?
Didn't he take like a second place or something like
That's the same guy?
I think that's I could be wrong. I've been
Tim
wrong.
Stockinger, is that you? It's got to be Tim.
I think so.
We're just messing with him.
Here we go. Airborne. Good hit.
You know, actually, Shawn, Jamie Caston, you bring up a really good point, but there's kind of two sides to that coin, if I may expound on that. Just I agree with what you say, but when you've got momentum on your side like that, when you make a great out like that, I'm the type of player that I want to keep shooting.
Yep.
I want to stay at the table because now I've got this uber focus, and I want to continue that. I don't want to let it, as amateur players, it slips away pretty readily. So I think it's a good thing that he just keeps on playing.
Yep.
And we're actually going to have a player break coming up pretty soon.
Oh, wow.
Great Bank hit it a little too firm and hooked himself on the 9.
Yeah, no, there's, like I said, it's Fargo. There's plenty of places out there. I know, like Dale said, the varsity club here, you come and play on a Friday or a Sunday, and, you can get your Fargo. You can get your Fargo up there, and there's places like the ballroom in Portage.
Yep.
Mike Gans, what he does is he'll give you a set number, I believe.
Wow, what a great attempt. And I don't know if he got him fully hooked. I don't think so.
I think
you can get it full.
Yeah.
There's so many places around Wisconsin now to play. You've got the Carom Room. Yeah. Jeff Potts will do the same for everybody. He'll allow you in some of the tournaments to play there to establish a Fargo.
Yeah. So yeah, Fargo is a very. It's not a great system, but it's a good system to get things going in the right direction until somebody else comes up with something better. I think Fargo is about what we got. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you can see this ball here. I think, personally, I'd probably try and play safe here.
I would,
but I don't know if he can see enough of the ball to do that.
I'm looking right at it. He can see the full ball,
Okay.
and this is kind of my thought process, and I look at it this way. If the shot itself is just as difficult as the safe, play the shot,
Yep, that's a good point.
Because I don't know if it was an easy safe either. It was hard to determine where the 3 was going to go because it was such a steep angle. So either way, he got away with it.
Yeah, and you know what, that's again, we were talking about pool and how I was mentioning how I came to the game, and this is another great thing about pool is not. Everybody who walks up to play a game is going to look at the same shot differently. You're going to look at it and think, oh, this is the way it's got to be played. I think it's going to be played a different way. And there's nothing wrong with that. All you have to do is try and execute it the best you can and hope for a good result. And
I like the safe. What I don't like is the fact that Gray put the 3 ball so close to a pocket. I would have much rather seen that 3 in the middle of the table somewhere.
Yep.
Because this is a very easy jump for a player of this caliber.
Yep.
I would say if I was a betting man, I would give Shawn 7 out of 10 to make this. I'd give Al
2.
-2
Okay.
out of 10.
I'll take that.
So
yeah.
the cue ball would be flying off the table most of the time.
Well, if I had a Wheat State jump cue, I would be making a lot more of these.
That's why. Good hit.
Yeah.
And not a bad result either.
No, not at all. Didn't leave him a real shot in open pocket. It maybe goes in the bottom right pocket, but then you're letting a few cue ball fly again. So definitely a tester here, or maybe a safe. I kind of like a safe here too.
I agree with that. I think I'd be playing safe. He could float the 3 between the 4 and the 9 and put the cue ball behind the 8.
Yeah.
I think that'd be my choice. Or fin the 3, put it by the 8, and let the cue ball get behind the 9 or the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, good. I agree with what Fred has said as well. Yep. Brandon Jacoby and some of the fellas up at the Jacoby Q plant, if you will.
Oh.
Well, he went firing for it. That's probably going to cost him a game, too. So, the spot. And I think it's been there for about a year now, maybe a little bit longer. It's a great place for the junior. They have a big junior gathering up there. And if you want to establish a Fargo, that's a great place to go as well. And I 100% agree, Jim. There are money players, and there are tournament players, and then there's myself.
And if you know Dale, I don't even have to touch that to know what we're talking about. And we'll all know more about that on Monday night.
Yeah,
so
we sure will.
That'll be. When was the last time you really played? I mean, you went up to state, right? WSBA, did you go to?
Yeah, team.
Yeah.
State team.
But other than that, I don't think you really play that much. Other than
I don't.
Dale is here promoting this stream all the time, and we're all better for it. So.
Thanks, Al.
All right. Here we go.
Get you that drink in just a little while. Well, Shawn Hana is on the comeback. He was down 7-4 at one point, and it is now 7-6.
Yeah.
Making a run at it.
Yeah. Getting closer to that hill we've talked about.
Making Taylor Siech nervous at home. Am I right, Taylor?
Todd Olser every Friday night on the hill.
There's another place.
Yeah.
And he said once a month they run a tournament for the unestablished players.
Well,
Can get plenty of games in towards your Fargo. That's awesome.
That is wonderful.
One of the things that I'm doing, and Todd is actually helping out with it as well, and I'm getting with Tommy Lloyd from Vibes, Mike Gans down at the Ballroom, Maria Wana at the Rock in Sun Prairie,
Yep.
Jeff Potts at the Carom Room, and David Dolly at Row Mines down in Milwaukee. What I'm trying to do is I've made up some of the flyers, and I'll get to that a little bit later. But I'm going to run a qualifier for some unestablished and established, and each one of the bars or pool halls is going to run a qualifier, and the winner or the top 4 from each one of those gets a spot in the knockout challenge for the 575 and under.
Okay.
For fall.
Okay. So now that's going to be strictly people who have qualified then for that tournament, correct?
If they play in the qualifier,
And you qualify in the top
yeah.
4?
if you end up in the top 4 in that qualifying tournament, you have an open spot in the knockout challenge.
Okay, so so the way I heard that was you had like 8 different pool halls or something, or billiard places. And if you have 4 players from each, so you're talking like 24.
I want to make 32.
To 32 players. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Rhino 502 says, "Get him, Shawn."
All right.
I have not seen that handle in the chat before. Who are you? Tell us who you are, Rhino.
Oh, it's not. It's probably not anybody from Rhino Q's. So.
No. You never know.
You never know.
That'd be Sam Henderson, wouldn't it? He plays Rhino Q's.
Yeah, but if it was Sam Henderson, then it wouldn't be Rhino 502.
100%.
It'd be like Rhino 6 or something he is, right?
Right.
Yeah. He's over playing in the Worlds, isn't he?
He is.
I think so. Yeah.
When is the Worlds? Is that in Sweden?
No, it's over in Saudi Arabia, right?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Yep, you're right.
Yes.
That's a fun tournament to watch.
Oh, my gosh.
Good shot.
Yeah.
3 to the 4 is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, he's looking at the 9 here, or the
4-9 combo.
Or the cheddar.
The early cheese.
Yeah. Luckily, that's not a little cheddar. Looks like a big cheddar from here.
So actually, that's Todd Holzer, his neighbor. So Rhino is up in Mosinee as well.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of places you could get to be on this. I can't tell if that. It looks like the 4 goes by the 8, but yeah, he's played to the
good angle for it too.
That's the first one of these we've seen. I'm actually kind of shocked.
I don't think he could have gotten to the 4 the other way, given where that 3 was.
Well, I thought
that was tough.
I thought you might just be able to play the 3 and accept the longer shot, maybe, to play the 4. But
Kevin Dorn. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You hit the nail right on the head, buddy.
Well, we know it's not because of Dale.
Kevin was in the booth last night, so that's what made it much worse.
I still think it would be a lot better if it was just me and you, Kevin, but we can't.
Yeah, we all have opinions.
Yeah,
you're allowed to.
Well, you know.
Oh, no way.
And shape on the 5. Oh,
no way. That's what it. Wow. I love the game of 9-ball. Other than that.
Yeah, that is the worst.
That's why I play
10-ball. Yeah, that is the worst part of 9-ball.
But you take them and you get them.
Yep.
You know, we've anybody that has played 9-ball in their life, they've gotten some rolls too. So.
Yep.
Wow, he's cutting this in the side.
Yeah. And letting
that
it
was
go
so dangerous.
Much. Wow.
So dangerous.
Ooh, bad place for the 7 there too.
I don't know if I would have played that shot. Well, then again, I don't know what the angle was on the 5-ball to get down to the where the 6 is too. That could have been even harder.
Right.
That cue ball could have ended up scratching off one of the balls. It hit the 9, and it could have done anything and no shot, or hide behind another ball. Doesn't matter. He's got it now. Not an easy shot on the 6 to get to the 7, though, either.
Yeah. Sort of just got to float this ball down table. It's Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more.
I'm muting your mic. Yep, your microphone is off right now. You are not reading Kevin Dorn's. Nope. I'm going to put him timeout, as a matter of fact. You son of a... What the is wrong with you, Kevin? Are you kidding me? You schmuck.
Oh.
I believe we're going to be all tied up shortly. That was a really tough shot by Gray. It was a pocketable 7, but getting from the 7 to the 8 was tough.
And there wasn't really a good way to go with that. It's hard. It's a hard shot just to roll. It's a hard shot if you jack up. Either way, you were sort of comes out.
This was the smart play. Get to the middle of the table. Yep. And this is the one thing. So I took lessons, a couple of them from Dave Sly.
It doesn't show.
And excellent. Excellent. It was always cue ball pocket, cue ball pocket, cue ball pocket, over and over and over. The other thing was, he's like, Dale, you can make any ball from the middle of the table.
There you go.
So keep the cue ball in the middle of the table, and you're bound and determined to have a shot on something.
Yep.
So that's what made that shot by Shawn. Oh my gosh, look who's in the bottom of the chat now.
Oh.
You know what? Thank you, Amy. Thank you. That is greatly appreciated. I didn't even think of that. Spud Webb was the only short guy that could actually dunk a basketball.
Well, that just goes to prove you are no Spud Webb.
Guess what, folks? We are all knotted up at 7 apiece. Told you. It's going to be a good one. After this game, we are going to take a player break and do the player spotlight of Mr. Shawn Hana. So, and it's a little bit of a longer one. It's like 9 or 10 minutes, so you're going to want to stick around for it, though, because it was really good. All right, avoiding the scratch in the side, also avoiding the pocket on the 2-ball. But he did pocket the 7 down in the corner. So we've got a ball down.
Made the wing ball.
Not an easy starting shot on the 1. Actually, no, he could make that in the corner.
Actually, the 7 went in the side.
The what?
The 7 went in the side.
Did it?
I thought it went in the corner. No,
I thought it went in the corner, too.
It missed the corner, went 3 rails around, and got kicked in the side.
Derek Delancey, what's going on?
I'd like to say good afternoon to my lovely wife Leanne in the chat. It's because of her that I'm here and able to bring such good commentary to the bad commentary.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Leanne. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, I already seen what she said. Yeah. Be muting your microphone again. Careful what you say, Hal. Careful.
I don't have to say it. Everybody can see it, so that's fine with me. I don't have to say a word. Oh.
You know what, Leanne? Maybe you and Kevin should go freaking bowling or something today.
Oh, very nice.
Well, this is like what I was saying about Gray's shot before. That's something you can't do at a level of Fargo like this. Just let that cue ball loose.
Dude, there's gonna have you watch this. All right, so Dale's gonna go out and watch the shot here. Even if he Oh, if you hit this ball, you're going to make it. The question is, what are you going to be left with after that? And if you don't, what is your opponent going to be left if you make a bad hit? I think he's probably just going to roll this. Oh, and he hit it. No, well, there's no hit there, so ball in hand.
It was close.
Yeah, well, we're lucky that Dale had a stool to stand on so he could watch a shot there. And
all right, you and Leanne are gonna have to think up some better ones than that.
well, that's all right.
Old.
That's all right. We'll I could.
No, you couldn't.
I could bring up a
No, you couldn't.
a song, and I don't want to offend anybody, especially, well, anybody other than Dale. But there's an old song that goes, "Short people got no reason." But I like Dale too much to say that, so. No, we would all miss Dale. We would all miss Dale because then we wouldn't have anything to laugh at this stream.
That's true. Yeah. You got Kevin Dorn. You laugh at him all day long. Lynn does.
All right, so. Nice.
Yeah, that's right. Derek Delancey is in 4.0 with Rob Havik.
Oh.
There's so many good teams in that. Anybody can win it. You know, it's 1175 and under, and it is going to be a blast.
Yeah.
And actually, I got to give a shout out because that was not my idea. That was 100% Taylor Collar. And I hate admitting, oh my God. You have no idea how painful that is, having to admit stuff like that.
Well, you know,
Taylor Collar came up with.
You have a lot of good ideas that other people come up with. Now, correct me if I'm
not sure how to take that. Al.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Now the junior challenge was a great idea, but wasn't it somebody else's idea to start the donations going for the KO or the junior challenge? I believe it was some guy named Mike, right? Who started you down that road?
Mike.
Yeah, wasn't it Mike Lemire, right?
Yeah, he's the one that actually started with the gas card donations. Yep. No doubt.
Yep. So yeah, that's just what I'm saying though. Dale has so many good ideas that other people come up with. You know, he tends to share them, you know, but other people think them up. So,
you know, and that's the fun part of what this stream has evolved to. You know, this is not the Little Cheddar Show. This is not my. Yes, it's my stream. It's my channel. Blah blah blah. But there has been such a team effort by so many people. You guys have no idea. Jim Reese, as you know, he's sitting in here, has been the tournament director here for a long time at the varsity club. Roger Pregler has come up with some incredible ideas. Al has come up with some great ideas himself. You know, this is a massive team effort, and yeah, it's good stuff.
Well, this is
Scott Kugel.
This is a stream for pool players, and that's what it's all about.
You bet.
And it's for people
and viewers,
people who love to watch pool, play pool, and just enjoy. Well, I wouldn't say good.
I wouldn't say that.
Good entertainment, but at least the pool is
mediocre entertainment.
At least the pool is fun to watch.
I don't know if you're going to say that after Monday.
Well.
Might be fun to watch Rudy.
Yeah, I was just going to say your opponent should have a good time, but
oh, don't, Rudy. If you're watching, trust me, I'm not laying down, buddy. Although you probably wouldn't be able to tell, I'm pretty much the same height with laying down as I am standing up. So we're gonna just throw that one in there just in case.
We could ask your wife about that, but
okay, moving along.
Oh, yeah. All right, so. Well, if you make the bank here, you almost guaranteed shape here, I think.
That's the best comment so far today. I love it.
Oh.
Good bank by Gray.
Well,
In great shape on the 4. I think the 5 to the 6 is going to be the only issue in this rack.
that's true.
4 to the 5 should be pretty simple. Just kind of draw back out. Actually, if he could get at the same angle he's at now, that would not be bad. Actually, that's even better. So now he can come one rail and just maybe a little bit closer to where he's standing would be ideal.
Right. Jim Horn, yeah, 60. It may be 64 viewers, but I'm pretty sure there's probably several people out there who haven't liked or shared. So
half of them have.
There's probably a lot more players out there, or
this
people
came
out there
up a
watching.
little.
So yeah, there's a little cheddar there.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw it in and play 2-3 rails around, maybe 4 rails even. You can float this in, come down table. Looks like he's just playing it straight up.
This might go too far.
It
Sure is. He knew it as soon as he hit it too. Gray even said as soon as he let go, it was like, uh-oh, it's going too far.
Yeah.
I personally would have drawn on that because the 9 is a blocker in that pocket to avoid the scratch.
Right.
And that would have given him a real good angle at the 8 as well, but it doesn't matter.
Well, he came up on the little cheddar side here, so got to come with a shot. That's all you got to do. You know, you accept what you have and play the shot.
No,
Well
that is
struck.
not. Oh, it did. That's a heck of a shot. Well played, and a great out by Gray. All right, I'm going to let the players know.
All right.
Perfect. Actually, Shawn wanted a timeout. It happens all the time. That's so weird. All right, so this is the player spotlight. As I said, this is a little bit longer than some of the other ones, but this is Mr. Shawn Hana. Good to go. All right, everybody, welcome back again. We are in the middle of the match. This is Mr. Shawn Hana. I have not seen this gentleman in a long time. Welcome back to playing pool, Shawn.
You bet. Thanks for having me, Dale.
It's a pleasure having you on 100 Points Productions and the Knockout Challenge 3.0. And like I said, I hope the match is going fantastic, and it's got to be a good one. You know, there's no doubt about it. So this is your player spotlight, Shawn. Tell us a little bit about who you are and how did you get into this awesome sport?
Okay, well, I'm Shawn Hana. Just turned 52 here last week. I'm from Medford, Wisconsin. That's about halfway in between Wausau and Eau Claire, a little bit north. Actually, I started playing pool, Dale, before I was born. My dad tells a story that he was...
This ought to be good.
He was 10 in bar, and my mom was in labor with me, and she was making laps around this table like Mario Andretti. So after that, after I was born, I just took a love for the game. I started playing with them little pencil sticks, little magnet type stuff.
Sure.
Then I just kind of graduated up to the 3-footer, and then after I could see over the table, then I would hustle some of the patrons for a dime. It was a dime a game back then. And I'd have a whole pocket full of dimes and quarters at the end of the day.
I remember that. I'm 57, so believe me, I was there. Actually, I hit an 8-foot Fisher with the 2 side-by-side nickel slots.
Yeah.
10 cents a game. Yeah.
Yep.
So, married, kids?
No,
What's
single.
your single?
Single, yeah. I take care of my dad. He's has some health issues. So yeah, I take care of him, and quit playing pool for quite a while, 15 years I think for sure.
Wow.
I just kind of got what you could call lost in the sauce. I had a serious drinking problem.
I wanted to maybe ask, how that all came to be, but that's for you
fine.
to discuss.
Yeah, I'm an open book. Anyways, so the turning point for me about 8 years ago, it got so bad that I couldn't pour gas in the lawnmower. I was shaking so bad.
Wow.
And I'm like, man, I got to do something about this. This is crazy. So then I knew a good friend that was a nurse in a little town north of Medford. And I went and I sat there and I told her everything that was going on, everything I was doing. I cried my eyes out. And from that moment on, she got me with the greatest people. And then I just kind of one step in front of the other. It hasn't been perfect, but I've been pretty much sober for the last 6 years.
Wow.
I've had a few slips, but that's part of it, And I just kind of went to war with my mind, and I just kind of reinvented myself.
Congratulations.
So yeah, thank you. It's great to be back. And then I started playing here about 2 years ago, and then my therapist, she's just a wonderful woman, and she's like, you kind of lost pool was always your identity. Maybe you should start playing pool again. And I had enough sobriety where I thought, I can do this, and it doesn't bother me to, like if people are drinking around me, that I was past that. So I came back, and they all said, oh, it's like riding a bike. You'll be in stroke in no time, and it's taken a while, let me tell you. But my game's
I could assume, one of the guys that you're here with, Mr. Mike Zahalka, I've known my entire life, and he went through a lot of what you are, and I've been down that road as well. You're a different player when you're high. You're a different player when you're drunk. You're a different player when you're buzzed.
Absolutely.
So when you're 100% sober, it's a different game.
Yeah, and that was the biggest challenge for me at first. I didn't realize how much just having a couple drinks kind of took the edge off.
Sure.
And it's like, but once I got past that, and I'm like, well, it's not, but if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I'm just here to play. I love competing. You get to be our age. What are you going to compete at? So it's been great. It's
good
been,
for you.
And
that's
it's
awesome.
Like I said, it's not really about pool nowadays. Like if I can help some young kid that's struggling with addiction or drinking, because we live in Wisconsin, so that's kind of goes with the territory, right? And it's just the way it is.
Beer and cheese curds.
So if I can help somebody along the way, and keep him from making mistakes that I made along the way, more power to it.
Very highly commendable. So what do you do for a career?
Actually, I just a little bit into sales right now. I'm kind of in between. I work for got another shout out to Joe Getty Plastics out of Medford, Tim Fox, Johnny Hool. I work for them part-time, and then
are they watching today?
Yeah, they should be.
They better be subscribers.
Yeah, if they're not, they will be after today.
That's fantastic.
And then I also got to thank Todd Holzer from On the Hill Billiards in Moseny.
Right there.
And he sponsored me in this deal, so I really appreciate it, and hopefully I can make everybody back home proud. So
win or lose, they're all going to be proud no matter what. They're already proud of you, for everything that you just got done saying.
Right.
So, and they should be.
Yeah.
And you should be very proud of yourself. So that's fantastic. So what's your favorite game, Shawn?
Well, it's always been rotation, but I just don't really play a whole lot of rotation anymore. Everything back home has kind of been 8-ball a lot, so it really doesn't matter. I'm probably the most inexperienced at 10-ball, just because nobody played 10-ball.
Nobody plays.
Years ago, yeah. So but other than that, I think I play all the games really well. I just try to focus on one shot at a time, stay in that mindset, and just don't sweat the small stuff, right? You're going to have bad things happen, and you just got to let it be and go on and put the best stroke on the next ball.
One of the cool things about the knockout challenge that's been happening that I noticed from the booth is, I get to see the demeanors of all the players and everything else. This has brought a new level of sportsmanship to the game, because I notice even you guys are out there yucking it up and having a good time, and That's what this sport needs. It
bet.
really does.
Yep,
you know, get rid of that old
you gotta
bad
leave the ego
stigmatism.
behind, and yeah.
Amen. Yep.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I've never played Gray before, and he's a heck of a player. So
He's good.
you know, my thoughts are, you know, after this match, one of us is going to be out, and I think either one of us can win this thing.
Without a doubt.
So yeah, so hopefully I can put my best foot forward, get comfortable out there, and you know, give the fans a good show.
So outside of your dad and pool and work and everything else, do you have any hobby, Shawn, that you enjoy?
I don't know, kind of pool is just a hobby.
That's it? That's it?
I mean, I'm into racing. I got a buddy that races over in La Crosse. He started racing again, Skylar Holzhausen. So I like to try to get over there a little bit. But yeah, right now I got to focus on, you know, trying to keep my father, you know, upright, and that's a full-time job all in itself, you know. So
Yep.
Actually,
None of us are getting younger.
Actually, he hasn't seen me play, Dale, in over 20 years.
Wow.
So, you know.
Is he watching the stream
he
tonight?
He should be. I think I got him so he can get connected. So
I hope you're watching, Mr. Hana.
If I tear up a little bit, it's just because you know, this is big for me. It really is. So thanks for doing this, Dale. This is awesome. So.
You bet. So you have who would be your biggest mentor when it comes to pool?
Well, probably coming up would probably been Curly. Terry Schilling from my
Terry Schilling.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that name.
They call him Curly. We used to travel around
forever
when I was a teenager. And then after that, probably Gene Albright, you know, like back in the 90s, he was unbeatable on the bar table.
And still tough.
And then it kind of evolved to Rob Matson, Steve Hayes. Steve Hayes is one of the most underrated 8-ball players in the world. I'm telling you, that guy can pick through racks. It's just unbelievable. You know?
Rob was just here 2 weeks ago for the Queued Up, the Elite Challenge.
I know. I watched him on
That was fantastic, watching him and Margaret battle it out.
Yeah, and then as far as some pros like, I like Skylar Woodward and Fedor, but as far as a guy that doesn't play much anymore, that's a blast to watch, is Jesse Bowman.
Oh my God!
I could sit and watch that guy play for a day straight, right? Non-stop.
So, Jesse Bowman's story, real quick, and then we got to get back to your match. Music City Open, Nashville, Tennessee. I draw Jesse Bowman.
Oh wow!
And, you know, I've met him before, and I watched him, but I never played against him. And I actually took him to the hill, and I ended up crapping the bed on the last rack. But
it's always the first game and the last game are the hardest to win, isn't it?
Say it all the time, but Jesse Bowman is, there's one of the best, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching him play it here in a couple weeks at his home pool room. So yeah, it'd be cool.
Well, thank you very much for playing in the Knockout Challenge, and it's a pleasure seeing you again, Shawn. It really is after
thanks
all
for
these
everything
years.
you're doing here. It's great.
You betcha.
All right.
My pleasure.
You bet.
All right, everyone. That is the player spotlight of Shawn Hana. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, because I sure as hell did.
Yeah, it was very, very emotional. Yeah.
That was the whole idea behind the player spotlight, is to get to know the players for who they are away from the table. You know, we're all human beings. We all have day jobs. We all have a life outside of this game. We've all had our struggles. We've all had our ups, our downs. You know, we've all been there. So, it's good to hear Shawn's life experiences and Gray's as well. You know, before as I said, you know, he's a good dad, good husband. So, a lot of commonality between Shawn and I as well. And Gray, starting out where he left off, with a good solid break, pocketing 2 balls and a shot on the 1.
He took a little bit off that break. It looked like it worked out too.
Eric Ramirez, you're watching live, and the score is 8-7 in a race to 11. I bet you might be able to guess that. You know what, Eric? You won.
You won just by tuning
You
into
won
our
just by being here.
There you go.
It's still live. It's still live, so nobody won yet. Todd Foltz saying, "Let's go, Shawn." What was deleted there? Deleted by Outer Points Productions?
I have no clue. I have no control over that.
Oh, that might have happened while it was in my pocket.
I bet you it did.
Oh, they are.
I think you should.
It is no longer deleted.
Ah.
Thank you, Fred. That is greatly appreciated, my friend. Yeah, that's one of the conversations that Shawn and I had off the microphone was about that. You know, I played against Shawn on several occasions myself. And, you know, we talked about the drinking and the drugs and the, you know, extracurricular activities, if you will. And unfortunately, a lot of pool players have a bad reputation. Or I shouldn't say that. The game of pool has a bad reputation because those were the things that were most seen, most prevalent, and you always heard about, oh, hey, so-and-so got in a fight with blah, 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 instead of the good stuff, you know. Shawn now possesses the good stuff, and that's the stuff I believe people should hear about.
There you go. It's going to be an interesting
Changed person.
It's going to be tough. Oh, played that very well.
Yeah, that was a nice little stun to leave the cue ball towards the middle of the table where you can at least have an opportunity to pocket the 4 instead of being hooked behind something else.
And it's easy when you let off on your stroke like that to miss the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're concentrating so hard on what you do with the cue ball that you miss the ball. Another shape shot here.
Wow, that's another
I think he got a shot.
Really good pocketed ball on the 4.
I think he got a shot here.
I think he has a shot, but I believe he's probably going to have to go 3 rails to get to the 6 ball.
Right.
Because the angle on this 6 is definitely away from that ball.
Yeah.
Probably going to play the 6 right where the 9 is.
Yeah. And you gotta watch it coming around here too, because you could easily come right into that 8 ball and not have a shot too.
Yep.
And there's 3 or 4 pockets to deal with scratching, so it's. We'll find out. Yeah, 2. And good speed. Very well played. Very well played.
I think maybe just a smidge under hit.
Yeah.
Because he's got a very steep angle on the 6 ball, so I think he's going to have to come down table and back again to play the 8 in the side. Because Shawn does not want to play this 8-9 combo.
No.
So I think he's going to go all the way down and back. Yep, just like so. That's a great shot. That might even be too far. I mean, he still got the shot in the side. It's just a little thinner than what he had hoped for.
Right.
And it's thin enough where he's going to avoid the 9 ball.
Right.
If hit correctly. So I think we're going to be all tied up at 8 apiece here real quick.
Nice.
And it sure is. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in on this. I don't know if it's still raining outside or not. I've been here since 1:30, so I don't know if it's still raining outside or the sun came out finally or what's going on out there. But either way, thank you everybody for joining us. We are Outer Points Production. That gentleman right over there. Hang on a second. Hang on. There it is. Al, the Hitman Holden.
Dale, Little Cheddar Lorenz.
Make sure you tune in on Monday night for a complete disaster
Oh my gosh.
in the commentary booth. I'm talking about.
The match is probably going to take about an hour, but there's going to be a lot going on in the chat and a lot going on in the booth. So
let me tell you what's going on Monday.
Stay tuned.
Here,
Yes.
I'll put it up there for everybody. This is what's going on Monday.
Rudy McGill's coming up to take on the Cheddar himself. I tell you, it's like I said, I'm not laying down, buddy.
Well, the thing is, I would have put money on Rudy against anybody in the tournament, but I think I would double my bankroll on my bets playing you. So,
it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's
not a bad idea at all. All right, Shawn pocketing 2 balls and a shot on the 1 ball, and potential shape to play the 2 in the same pocket that the 1's about to go in.
Yeah.
Definitely a runnable rack.
Yeah. Well, you stun this ball off the side rail and off the right long rail as we're looking at it.
Well, we are now up to 890 subscribers. We are 10 subscribers away from 900, which leaves 100 left to 1,000. That is, if you're just joining us for the first time, first and foremost, above all, thanks for being here. We love to have you on the stream. It's not just pool. That why we're here is it's some of the worst entertainment you're probably going to encounter. So, but this is a stream for not just the pool players, but the viewers as well. So if you're not a subscriber, please do that. Drew it right in the pocket. What a horrible time to do that, too.
My wife says it's not raining in Waupun, so
well,
that's
an hour
40-minute ride from here. So, Lat Martin's in the comments.
So I talked to Lat for the first time in probably 30 years at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So Lat he wants to do a challenge match, a Scotch doubles match here on the stream, June 22nd.
Okay.
So I knew Lat back from BCW days as well as you, Al. You played BCW as well.
Yep.
And haven't seen him in forever, so.
No.
Glad you're back playing again, man.
Yeah.
So the reason why Fred Renner just said that I'm crapping my pants, it's not really as bad as that, but it's getting close. If you don't know the story and why you should share the heck out of the link for Outer Points Productions is at 1,000 subscribers, not only do I get monetized so I can keep the stream free, is Baby Cheddar came up with the brilliant freaking idea because she got a tattoo, and it's actually a really cool tattoo that she got of our dog that passed away a while back. But I said, she came up with the idea, at 1,000 subscribers, I have to get a tattoo as well. I've never gotten a tattoo in my entire life, and for whatever stupid freaking reason, I agreed. So we've got 110 more before I'm getting some ink permanently put on my skin. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. And it's going right on my canv ass.
Yeah.
Vincent Didio.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Too bad, it would probably get the stream canceled, but too bad we couldn't do that on.
Oh no!
The stream.
No, actually, I'm going to do a time lapse and then put it on the stream.
Oh, that's okay.
So that was a major, major costly mistake by Shawn Hana by scratching on that 3 ball, because not only did it cost him 1 game so far, but at this level could potentially have already cost him the match. So it is 9-8 in favor of gray. And I'm going to just put this up here really quick before I can't. Never mind, I can't. Midwest Aerial Productions. This is my nephew, Cody Retlick. He lives down in Sussex, Wisconsin. And actually, I just seen him today. As a matter of fact, they were playing a softball game out in School Hill. He flies drones. So that's our sponsor spotlight. Thanks, Cody. Well written. Excellent.
All right, so Gray broke and made 2 balls in the break. And I think he's looking to play it safe here.
Thank you for sharing that, Amy. That's kind of what I was talking about. You get to learn a little tidbit about a player that's willing to share, of course. That's probably not a lot of people know about, and it makes it more relatable for everybody. So, hats off to Jamie as well. It's awesome.
No, you left him in.
And congratulations, Jamie, by the way. You should be proud of yourself as well, man.
I think Shawn is lucky here that he wound up in a window. I mean, you don't normally like to be kicking, but I think out of all the positions he could have been in, this is about the best he's going to get.
Right.
Or could have gotten. This is a makeable ball. But first and foremost, you just got to worry about getting a hit.
Wow. That did not miss by much. And it just, I don't think it really caught one of the outer points, but it was close.
Yeah.
I'd brag about it to one of the guys. But
Dale's always,
did I show the shirt?
Dale's always bragging about his outer points.
Did I show the shirt to everybody yet? I think I did, right? This is what John Klein came up with. This is his idea, and this is going to be the shirt for anybody that wants it. Andy Kuntz and Bobby Joe Kuntz are in the middle of making an orange one for me, the cheese colored. It's a scratch and sniff shirt, cheddar flavored. So on the front is "I love my outer points," and on the back says "Productions" with my logo. I can't wait. I'm telling you, Al. I'm so excited about two things coming up in the next couple of weeks. Three things actually. The drawing for 4.0 is going to be fun. Yep. Well, my match Monday night, of course. Yep. That's but
well, we all know that's good.
All right, we already know the outcome. Sorry, Rudy, but you played well, just not well enough. So,
wow.
And it got past the side pocket to leave Shawn with a really good opportunity. And, the only thing is, okay, he's going to have to play the 5-7 combo when he gets to that point. And potentially...
Depends. You get on that 3, you could stop on that 3.
Oh, yeah, and play it all the way down.
Yeah.
But then you got to worry about the 5 to the 6-9 combo.
Yeah.
So this is no gimme rack, that's for sure. That was well struck.
Okay, so
I think I play the combo.
See, and if you stop on this, you can play the 5 all the way down and follow down below the 6 on the short side and play it up in the corner. I think you're out. I really think this is pretty easy. If you, I'm not no running out any rack is not easy. Don't get me wrong. But I think this is a favorable position to be able to run out this rack.
No doubt.
It looks like he's following.
The 5-7 combo, that's easy.
Yeah.
6-9 combo, not so much. This is simple. It's just a stop shot. Just a nice, easy finesse. Leave the 5 ball right there. Oh, he had an angle on it.
He kind of forced that.
He hit that way too hard.
Yeah.
Way too hard.
Okay, well, you just got to come with a shot here. That's,
Leanne, no, Al did not mention that to me at all. You have a birthday coming up, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of these days, one of these years.
Next Sunday, huh?
Yeah. So.
Thank you, Larry Dasso. I appreciate it.
59 on Sunday.
59.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Neither one of us thought we'd make it this far.
Oh, gosh.
So, but here we are.
I'm lucky I made it to my 20s, though.
How lucky do you feel about that, Leanne? Oh, no.
Oh.
This is another massive mistake. You know, this is one of those matches that after doing the player spotlight, and I can't say that this is any different than the other match, but you hate to see either one of the guys lose.
Yeah.
You really do.
It's tough, yeah.
It's not over yet.
No.
But
No.
this is, barring any tremendous disaster, this is going to put Gray Siech on the hill. I would have liked to have taken a picture. That's a good shot.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm not 100%, but I think Gray's dad is watching as well. And he made Gray's cue.
Oh. That's an excellent looking cue.
And it's beautiful. I mean, it is gorgeous.
All right.
Eric Swiney. What's going on, man? Sweeney? I always mispronounce Eric's name. I don't know why. It is a good match, no doubt.
Yeah.
And we knew it was going to be close. And again, this isn't over. Well, I guess you could look at it two ways. Had it scratched, obviously Shawn's getting ball in hand. You got to look at both players' side of the story, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gray didn't want that to happen, so he can push out, and he's still Gray's in control.
All right, he's looking.
All right, so Gray is pushing out, pocketing the 3. This is a really
I think this is a pretty. This was a well played push. I think. Just not.
So actually, I just kind of shook my head. Shawn kind of motioned over to me. Actually, both players. Does the 3 come up? I'm not 100% on that. Whether it does or not. I don't know if I should let them shoot right now. Give me. Okay. All right, somebody in the chat, because I want to make the right call on this. I want to make sure. So look in the 9-ball rules or find out whether that 3-ball should come back up or not.
Oh.
Hurry, please.
Yeah, that's a good question because, and Dale's going over to talk to somebody else who is in the pool room here that might know the answer, but if anybody else knows the answer, it would be greatly appreciated if you'd let us know in the chat. All right, and I do believe we have confirmation.
Good.
All right, so we've been told that the ball does stay down.
Yeah, it's only the 9 ball. So
Okay.
had he called push and pocketed the 9, then for obvious reason, the 9
Right.
ball is the winning ball. It would come back up.
Uh-oh.
This is the outcome that Shawn was hoping for.
Yep.
By Gray pushing to position that he did, Shawn allowing him to take the shot instead of him taking it himself.
Yep.
This is exactly what he wanted to happen. So now it's 100% on Shawn, obviously, to make it happen because he has to win this game.
Yep. All right. Nice shot there.
Here's the biggest thing with this shot right now is avoiding all of that traffic.
And avoiding the side, too.
And avoiding the side. Correct. He's probably going to have to...
Hit it better than you would.
Well, there's no doubt about that. So I would have hit it better.
I like this.
So
He's got a little... This shot is a little tricky, though. You want to play it with a little bit of spin here to go up table, maybe 2 rails, or even just 1 rail.
I think he's going to draw this.
Okay.
I would actually draw this.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And came up considerably short of the target. So he is probably going to have to either throw this in quite a bit, or he's going to have to come around the table 3 rails to get back on this 8 ball.
I like slow rolling this ball.
I do too, because it brings the 8 and the 9 into play if it's a missed pocket. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow. I did not see that coming. I did not see any other ball.
We were just both
coming
talking
into
about
play.
slow rolling. That would be a good option, but wow.
I did not see that coming into play.
And he hit the 7, center pocket. So it's, yeah. Yeah. How do you play safe here, Dale?
I think he has to thin the right side, his right side of the 8 ball, and try to get the cue ball behind the 9. I think it's not that bad, but what that allows Gray to and kick that 8 in from either side, actually. Right. So this is a tough position for Shawn. He can't. He might be able to get the cue ball all the way down table as well. Like so.
He was trying to 2-rail that 8
Just
ball.
don't scratch. I think he left him with a shot. Mm-hmm. Oh, crap. What a horrible time for me to do that. They can't even see it. That was... I don't think I would have played it that way. I really don't. There's way too many variables.
Yeah.
It's great where he left it, but it could have gone in, and this could be a game-winning shot or a match-winning shot right now, and you didn't want to give him that.
Right. Oh.
Or did you? This might end up even.
Oh, wow. No, He missed the ball, but he got a favorable roll there. So
Did he ever?
yeah. And we've all been in this position, haven't we? No shot. Your opponent's on the hill.
Yes. Way too many times. And it's painful. It's a bad place to be. No control whatsoever. Yeah, and this the pretty much the best that he could hope for is to slop it in somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and did not work out in Shawn's favor.
You know, I was going to ask you. I look over in the pool room here. I see Mike Sahalka, Z-Man, sitting next to Lisa. I was just wondering if you thought that was a good idea. Well played shot there. I don't see her laughing though, so he's not telling her any stories about you. Thank God.
They've known each other for a long time already. So
okay, so she knows all the stories.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, folks. This is probably the last shot of the match, and is. So congratulations to Mr. Gray Siech, moving on to round 2, and condolences to the Shawn Hana fans. Obviously, like I said before, I hate to see anybody lose in this. I really do. But somebody has to win. Somebody has to go home. That's just the nature of our game. So anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in today on this Saturday afternoon. And again, if you do get an opportunity on Monday night, it is myself and Rudy McGill. And then there is one match that has yet to be determined, which is Tarek Hamden and John Kotnick, which Al Holden is going to be back in the booth for that one, commentating for John. Well, I mean, commentating on the match, but has known John pretty much all of his life. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I have a whole bunch of people that I need to thank first. Taylor, obviously happy for her husband winning, as well as Tom Bonos.
Yep.
If you haven't had an opportunity yet and you didn't share the stream or share the link for Outer Points Productions, please do so. We are inching so much closer to 1,000 subscribers, and that is a huge benchmark for the channel. So thank you, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right. Thanks, everybody.